but we're not listed. So let's get over here to the YouTubers, the YouTube, and get this thing done real quick, because this is BluntJamz. This is BluntJamz. We got a blunt to smoke. So let's do this. Let's do this. Shall we? Shall we? Yes, yes. All right, getting over here. And today's date. What is today's date? Oh yeah, 13. It is a 13, yes. Yes, we gotta make sure we let people know we're live. Make sure we get listed to the public. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. And we're public. We're definitely public, and we're live. L-I-V-E. So let's get it started.
Smoke a blunt. I love to smoke a blunt, man. Hey, man, you know, my white homies ask me, do you like bongs or blunts? I tell them blunts, because I get pulled over all the time. I can't be throwing bongs out the window. You know what I mean? Smoke a blunt, nice and slow. Hold the smoke, then let it go. Smoke a blunt.
Good evening, Brother
nice
Eric. Slow. Welcome aboard the VW bus.
Hold the smoke, then let it go. I love smoking weed all by myself. Don't have to pass it to no one else. I hit my blunt anytime I want. Got so much weed, I don't have to hunt. I don't get hyper, I don't get crunk. I do get
Brother
high,
Jam,
I
good
do
evening.
get drunk.
Let the Niz bomb away.
And I'm high, no doubt. I grab my ashtray and put my cigar out. Once my high is gone with the wind, I grab my lighter, then I flick again. Briefly take a chronic break.
Yeah.
Big mistake. I'm high, so I put my blunt down. Turn up my music and dance
Afro
all
man.
around. I can't hear the phone. I can't hear the door. I never leave home unless it's time to school. Smoke a blunt, nice and slow. Hold the smoke, now let it go. Smoke a blunt, nice and slow. Hold the smoke, now let it go. I remember when I started smoking weed. Picking out the stems and the seeds. I didn't have enough to buy me a beer. My homeboy told me to hit this heat. I grabbed the blunt, I took a hit. I thought to myself, I like this shit. It's better than beer, so analyze this. I don't have to go take a piss. I don't know how to roll, but the people I roll with know how to roll. Blunts like a pole. Smoke a blunt, nice and slow.
Yeah.
Hold the smoke, now let it go.
Everybody's right here, Brother Eric. We're right
Smoke
here.
a blunt, nice and slow. Hold the smoke, hold the smoke. Now let it go.
Yeah. Good evening. A super duper happy. It is a Thursday evening. Good evening, Brother Jim. Good evening, Brother Eric. Man, thank you so much for stopping in this evening. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, man. Super duper long day. So yes, I'm happy to be hanging out this evening. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to smoke a blunt. You know, that blunt song was just like, yeah. Little blunt jams this evening. This evening's blunt is brought to you by Tahoe OG. Yes.
Do it, baby. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel.
What is a blunt?
She makes my heart sing.
A blunt is, even though I don't use tobacco, a blunt is just a big cigar-sized marijuana cigarette. It's a marijuana cigar. Yeah, that's what it is. Xander, good evening. Oh yeah, you like my Tahoe OG blunt? Here, I'll pass this over to you. There you go. Oh, by the way, meet. This is Nomi the Nomad. Nomi the Nomad blunt holder.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. I'm not the only one. Marijuana play around. I let her have fun. She's not the kind of girl that you can just tie down. She likes to spread a love.
I can definitely roll myself. I've been known to roll some good blunts, you know. And this definitely can, you know, testify as a dang good blunt. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke cannabis. Obviously, this is cannabis. This is a cannabis hybrid indica dominant. Like I said, it's Tahoe OG, originally strained from California. I do believe in the late to mid to late 90s. I do believe it could be a little earlier than that. Yeah, to be blunt about it. You gotta be, you know, to be blunt about it. But I seen this little Nomi guy today. After work, I went to the dollar store to get a couple things. Excuse me. And yeah, I seen him. I was like, dude, I gotta get that. So I'm gonna pass this blunt on over to you to Brother Jim if you want it. Xander, puff give, man, puff give. Give me groom. Oh yeah. Little Rick James, Mary Jane. Little Rick James, Mary Jane. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. So this is just like a little extension of coffee talk, but a little different. Obviously, we ain't sipping on the old coffee. You know, instead of sipping on coffee, we're puffing on a blunt. Yeah. Stoner! Stoner! Hold on, man. I get, man, stoners. I just got to keep stoners, theme, stoner's theme, always up. Stoner's theme, always up.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Uh-huh. Turn down the tunes a little bit. We'll listen to a little Louis Armstrong, I do believe, some Schmuggles. The kazoo kid. No, kazoo kid. No. That's only in the morning time when I'm sipping on coffee. This is adult. This is definitely adult only. And I personally think that kazoo kid is not a kid. I think that's a midget. I personally think he's a midget. He's pretending to be a kid, and it freaks me out because he just comes flying through here, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
I want my coffee. I want it good and strong. I want the half biscuit. Think you ain't too long now.
Well, I was trying to find some groovy little cannabis songs, but Michelle. Well, Michelle. This one's just for you, groovy lady. Groovy lady. This song, since you just came bebopping in, and I had one just in mind, just for you. This one goes just for my friend Michelle. Passing this blunt on over to you, Michelle. Enjoy that. As much your iPod. Welcome. Brother Jeff. Puff on that blunt for a minute. Little Beach Boys going out to Michelle this evening. Surfer Girl, man. Little Surfer Girl. Great song. I myself am an old surfer. An old surfer.
3 other individuals. One of them was a male and the other 2? Well,
This one's for you, Brother Jim. Let's smoke a couple joints. Even though we got ourselves a blunt going on, here's some Sublime. Smoke a couple joints. 2 joints, man.
Cigarettes. Reefers.
Reefers. Good night, Brother Eric. Sleep well, my friend. Sleep well. Thanks for joining me in the old VW bus this evening. It's been a pleasure. You know, I don't have a bong. I had bongs. I had some really nice bongs at one time. But divorces take things. But I do have a bubbler that I keep at my mother's house. I know it sounds jacked up, but I have a bubbler, a real nice bubbler that I use when I'm there. You know, I got to see Sublime way back in 1991. They played, of all places, my freaking high school carnival. How and why and who, you know, thought about that one, but they did. You know, of course, Brad Knoll, lead singer of Sublime, he passed away years and years and years ago of, sadly, drugs, you know, drug overdose. But, yeah, I was privileged to get to see good old Sublime play back in the day. A little bit of Sublime. Smoke 2 joints. When I hear that song, I also think of the movie Homegrown, starring Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton, great movie. If you guys have never seen it or even heard of it, check it out. Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, it's called Homegrown. He's growing pot up in Northern California. He's part of a pot farm. It has oh shit, I can't remember the name of the actor that played in Third Rock from the Sun. He was also the dad in Henry and the Hendersons. Man, I see it's on the tip of my tongue, and I oh shoot. Anywho, it has him in it. It's a great movie. It's called Homegrown. So when I hear that song, Sublime's Smoke 2 Joints, I think about the opening beginnings of that movie. All right, here you go, ass muncher. Here's another puff on that blunt. Xander, puff that blunt, man. It's good stuff. Jim, puff that blunt, man. It's tonight's blunt's brought to you by Tahoe OG. Tahoe OG. Great strain. Like I said, originated from, it's a NorCal strain, so great song. Sublime is a SoCal band, but a California band, you know, originated smoking some California strain. It's good stuff. Jonathan Edwards Shanty. Well, let's check it. Well, let's check it out, mate. You know, sometimes, you know, I don't think I've ever even heard of Jonathan Edwards Shanty. So let's just check what you know, Jim has got some groovy tunes talking about tonight. So, you know, he's enjoying his blunt. So here's some Jonathan Edwards Shanty. There's something new for me too.
Gonna sit down in the kitchen and fix me something good to eat and make my head up.
Liz!
Make the whole
Here, man! Good to see ya!
Get
the blunt!
And put a good
Tahoe G!
Well, pass it to me, baby. Well, pass it to me slow. Take time out to smile a little before you let it go. 'Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
Like they say, man, you just don't get off till you cough, right? My mom, she hears me outside smoking. She worries about me coughing. She goes, that cannot be good for you. And honestly, I think I have less lung issues because I cough so much. But I don't know, I ain't no doctor, man. But I do know this. Man. Cannabis completely relieves my anxiety, my back pain from my back surgery. I'd rather have it over pills, medical pills, whatever there are pills to do that for the pain. I'd rather have cannabis any old day. So I'm digging this little jam here. Thank you, Brother Jim. Jonathan Edwards Shanty. Yeah, man, I dig it.
We're gonna sit around the kitchen, something good to eat, and make ourselves a little high, make the whole day complete. 'Cause we're gonna
all right, Des, Jim, you guys, pass that around.
Well, every night and day, if I can help it, we're gonna lay around the shanty and put a good buzz on.
Yeah, what a great jam. Thank you, Brother Jim. Thank you, Brother Jim. That was definitely a great jam, man. Sister Nez, I seen that you were live. I apologize, I missed you. Just getting off of work, late night inventory. So here's a little Brewer and Shipley for you fine folks. One toke over the line.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown at a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown at a railway station, one toke over the line. Ooh, do you love the speed? I've been ashamed.
You know, this is like the special gnome. You know, his beard don't catch on fire. To me, you know, I honestly think this gnome, it looks more like Camo Dave Hughes to me personally. You know, it's like Nomi. You know, Camo Nomi. You know, Camo Nomi the Dave or whatever. I don't know. We'll call him Camo Nomi, or we'll call him Nomi the Dave, the blunt holder. I don't know. Looks like Dave, man. Camo Dave, right there, man. Being old freaking gnomed out. And he's all. I don't know if this guy smokes blunts or not, but man, there you go, Camo Dave. There's a blunt for you, man. I'm definitely one toke over the line, man. You know, if you guys are ever in the Oklahoma City area, I feel like you guys want to stop in on a Thursday evening and check out what it's like in my world, feel free. Me casa, su casa. Dave Richardson, the gnome. Or Dave, Camo Dave, the gnome. Stoner. Yeah, man, I gotta pass this blunt to Stoner, man. It's like, you know, man. No, he fell. Oh, he's one Toke over the line now. Man. A little Brewer Shipley. Live Brewer and Shipley, man. One Toke over the line. Sweet Jesus, one Toke over the line. My gosh, I am one Toke over the line. By the way, this is a 2-grammer blunt that yours truly is burning down. You know, yes, vicariously you guys are hanging out, but man, I am burning down a 2-grammer blunt on a solo mission. On a frickin', I'm gonna wake up cadoodled. Man. Woo! Yeah, man, that good stuff, huh? Good stuff. And it's Tahoe OG. I mean, yeah, I'm cadoodled. I'm cadoodled now. I'll be cadoodled in the morning when I wake up. 2 grams, man. Like, I can't roll small blunts, you guys. Like, I mean, I can't. You know, I just can't. Oh, by the way, little black eyed peas for you fine folks. Little black eyed peas, man. Let's get it started, you know. But I can't roll small blunts. See, I can't even talk straight, man. I can't talk straight when heck no. I can't roll small blunts. Same thing with joints. I can't roll small doobies, man. I roll cigarette size, and they look just as perfect as a cigarette, by the way. I should do a live stream one of these nights and roll a joint or roll a blunt just to show you guys. I mean, obviously here you guys can see the outcome of the blunt. Nez is cadoodle. There you go, Nez. I'm passing that on over to you, and then we'll let Nomi Dave. There you go. bad I could get that stick up in there. Oh, is Mark watching? I don't know, man. I haven't seen him bebop in yet. He might just be hanging out, man. You know? He might be hanging. I mean, look at. I mean, I'm still. We're all still puffing on this. This is like the best part. This is like the best part of the blunt, man. But I've been rolling blunts a long time, guys. I've been rolling hooters a long time. I used to be pretty bad at it, but you know, as I grew older I got, the better I got at it, man. So how to roll a blunt video. It's all good, man. I mean, honestly, Stoner, I've never been worried about my views on my channel. The only thing I've always been concerned about, you know, is just keeping the same, you know, steady folks, which I have through the years, you know, and I've had a nice steady climb of good folks that I've met. So I like it like that, you know. And the views are nice. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they're nice when they climb. I'm just like all the other YouTube creators out there. But I just place myself, because my head, obviously, my head is in a different space. But I really, you know, the views, yeah, I mean, maybe that would be, but I'm sure there's like a million blunt rolling videos. I mean, my technique, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously, you guys see how it burns down. It's nicely. And like I said, what a blunt is, it's just, you know, a joint. Marijuana joints are marijuana cigarettes. Blunts, I guess you can say, are. Oh, that was Black Eyed Peas, by the way. Little Black Eyed Peas. Let's get it started in here. But anywho, blunts are just, you know, the cannabis cigars, man. Give me this. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cadoodled, that's for sure. But, you know, that's why we're hanging out this evening. You know, in the morning time, I'm geared up in a whole nother session. You know, you guys are seeing me starting my day for work. You know, you guys got to see me document my life through different stages. And now my life is where I'm at now, where I don't know. I worry about my mom and my family, but being who I am and all that jazz, I'm happier than I was before. So we all strive for happiness, you know. I, for some reason, am happier in life living in a VW bus. I don't know why, but that's just me. You know? Man, I get yip yapping. Anywho, it's just me. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't happy living in four walls, you know, windows and all that jazz. But since I've moved into this VW bus, I have gone through some trials and tribulations like a mofo, man. And to be able to sit back in the evening times now, and especially roll a 2-gram blunt, because a 2-gram blunt is definitely not cheap. It is definitely not a cheap thing, man. It's a $26 dealio. But I do it because I want to hang out at night with you fine folks. You know, at night, my world's different than in the morning for coffee. So, I'm bringing you guys into a little bit more of my world. Yes, my world is very limited and small, but it's my world, man. Like, your world's your world. That's why God made our world, Joe. or the creator or whatever, maybe not. Who the heck knows? I don't know, man. Do you? But I do know this VW bus has made me a lot more of a simpler person, simpler thinking person, a heck of a lot happier person on this planet Earth, you know? So, yeah. And I will continue documenting my life living in this bus. Yes, eventually, someday, you know, I'm going to have to make changes, but no matter what changes I make in my life, this bus is always a part of me. You know, I don't own this bus. You know, I maybe paid cash for it, you know. Let me tell you about the story about my VW bus, by the way, my friends. Did I ever tell you guys how I purchased my VW bus? Way back in 2000, my buddy Scott is the one who found my VW bus in Norman, Oklahoma with a for sale sign on it. He called me up one Tuesday. It was like a Tuesday or something. Calls me up, says, "Hey, I seen this VW bus. Has a for sale sign on it." I was like, "How much does he want for it?" He goes, "Wants like $1,100 for it. Let's go check it out." I was like, "All right." So we go check it. I call him up, go check out. Call the guy who owned my bus. Go check out my VW bus. And the guy, yes, he wanted $1,100 for it, but he said, if I give him an ounce of cannabis, a pot, if I give him an ounce of pot, he'll knock off $100. But he was like, I have to get rid of it. He's very adamant about getting rid of my bus. But he's like, I got to sell it because he was having a kid on the way. This guy was like, I guess, getting ready to be a father, and he really needed to get rid of my VW bus. So I was like, all right, I'll tell you what, sir, I'll come back tomorrow with some cash because I got to go to the bank, and I'll bring you some cash and an ounce of pot. He's like, all right. So I went to the bank. I got $1,100 out. I went and got me an ounce of pot. Okay, the next day I went back to the guy's house, and in my left pocket, I had $600, and in my other pocket was the rest of it, the $500, and then I had an ounce of pot. So I was like, I was gonna give him the lowball offer, which was $600 and an ounce of pot. I'll be like, that's all I could get, and show him the ounce of pot and the six $100 bills. Okay, and keep in mind, this is a hippy dippy dude, you know, like me, hippy dippy dude, but he was really hard up for money, obviously. So I pulled up the $600 and an ounce of pot, and the guy is like, all right, let's go to the tag agency. He signed over the title to me, and that's how I ended up purchasing my VW bus. But I you know, like I said, I don't own my VW bus. I'm just the caretaker for it right now, you know. But this bus will be always a part of me. Always. You know, I've gone through some, like I said, trials and tribulations in this thing. And I've documented it the past 4 years. I've documented some hard things, you know, especially when I've lost Ranger Dog. Losing Ranger Dog was one of the hardest things I went through in life, and I know I'm going to be going through harder things in life, and I don't even want to think about that now, but I do these things for YouTube because I want to look back someday and be like, I documented this. This was my life, you know? This was that part of my life. And I brought you fine folks along for the ride. I just happened to bring you guys along for the ride. I guess, you know, for a lot of folks that meet me, you know, they're kind of wigged out that I do YouTube and I share so much about my life on YouTube. And I'm, you know, obviously bringing so much more of my life onto YouTube. So the magic bus, man. Yeah, the The Who. What a great song, man. You know, in those lyrics when he goes, "Can I buy your magic bus?" Man. I was just catching up on your comments there, brother. You know, there's many sayings about the bus or a bus or any type of bus, and obviously I'm a deadhead, and there's lyrics in a song called "The Wheel," or the other one. I'm sorry, the other one. And talks about, how the bus came by and I got on, and that's where it began. Those lyrics in the Grateful Dead blew me away as I grew older. And then Jim throws out some Who out there. I mean, thought about that song in a cool minute. So here, it's like DJ Jim is just taking over the tunes for the evening. So here's a little bit of a little Who for some background tunes. The Magic Bus. But that's how I ended up purchasing my VW bus way back in 2000. Is I paid $600 and an ounce of pot. The other $500 I took and I put a rebuilt motor in it, or did a rebuild motor in it. And then a year later, we drove the sucker to Roswell, New Mexico. Of course, you guys can go check the highly edited version of that trip on my channel. It's out there. Someday I will release the unedited version out there to the world. For right now, I honestly can't release the full edited version because people, might have some sort of issues with being on camera during those times, and we were definitely smoking a few joints, man. I'll tell you that we had at least almost 4 ounces of cannabis rolled up into joints. We had, I think, in the range of almost 60 joints rolled up for that trip to Roswell, New Mexico. And it's funny because, we could edit that, I can edit that thing where it's just 30 minutes, 35 minutes of just us, looks like smoking joints. That's what's funny about that trip. We crashed all the way to Roswell, New Mexico from Oklahoma City in a 1970 VW bus. First time driving it to, anywhere. No tools, nothing. A shit ton of pot. And we never get pulled over. We never break down. It's the Magic Bus, man. If there was a Magic Bus, this VW bus is the Magic Bus, man. Seriously, it is. Thanks, Jim, for taking me back to some Magic Bus days by The Who. The Who. Oh yeah, Roswell, man. Roswell. Totally spooky stuff with Roswell. I've been trying to get to the Roswell song. I apologize. Yeah, one more time. We've been talking about Roswell. Yeah, Roswell was crazy, man. Let me tell you, man. Roswell, that whole trip in 2001 in this VW bus was so much fun. I really wish I can put out the unedited version, but until I get the okays of all who was pretty much along for the trip, I can't, but I can obviously, definitely give you guys some, commentary, director's commentary, post commentary, that's for sure, because it was a great trip, man. Like I said, I don't know how we managed to crash all the way to Roswell, New Mexico in a 70 VW bus, with 4 people and a dog. The puppy dog was Red Dog. It was my friend Scott and Jen's puppy dog. But, I don't know how we managed to do it, to go all the way to Roswell, New Mexico and back without getting pulled over by the police or breaking down. Like, I don't know how. Los Alamos? Oh, I'm sure Los Alamos is spookier, man. Obviously, the Trinity site and whatnot. I'd like to go check all that out. The Trinity site's where they exploded the first, nuclear bomb. But, you open up a whole can of conspiracy theory whoop ass when you go into the Trinity site, But that whole neck of the woods, I just want to go back to see. I really want to go see Lincoln, New Mexico, Lincoln County, Billy the Kid's stomping grounds. That's where I really want to go back to New Mexico, the worst, to check out. Because I seen where he was buried. Of course, there's, obviously rumor that he faked his death and that was not really him in Fort Sumter, and that he was actually buried in the late 50s in Hyco, Texas. There was a movie based on that, Young Guns 2. Man, what a great movie when that came out. The first one and the second one, what a great movie. Great soundtrack with that movie. Great soundtrack. I don't know if you folks remember it, but I sure as heck fire do. There was Emilio Estevez. There was just a whole gaggle of stars. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, which, by the way, they are brothers. Those are brothers, by the way. Oh my gosh, just great movie. The old cliff dwellings are stomping ground, huh? The cliff dwellings of New Mexico, amazing. Just that whole neck of the woods, amazing. So your little Bon Jovi from Young Guns 2 soundtrack, Blaze of Glory. What a great song, though. This song right here, when he talks about waking up with his coat as a pillow and the earth was his last night's bed, I can relate to that. Brother Jim, good night, my brother. Thank you so much for hanging out in the VW bus. I was getting stuff kind of cleaned up here. Oh, By the way, we talked about this evening's blunt being brought to you by OG Kush. OG Kush, Tahoe OG, I apologize. So tonight's Munchies is going to be brought to you by some boiled peanuts, Cajun style. Yes, yes. With a sack of Reese's Cups. Yeah. As Adam the Woo loves to say. So yeah, I picked those up this evening. I was like, I gotta grab some munchies. Because I'm gonna have some munchies after a 2-gram blunt. And the smoke a 2-gram blunt is very highly unusual for yours truly. It's just something definitely in the past I could not afford. $26, just to people stay up and smoke in one night. It's however you want to look at it, my friends, So it is what it is. I work hard for my cash, I want to bring my world a little bit too closer to you guys at night. Because a lot of folks don't hang out at night with me or in the mornings with me while we're sipping on coffee. Like, come on, who's up at 6:30 a.m. sipping on coffee ready for work? Me. I'm just an early bird. 9 after 2. 2 after 9. Jim's on his way to bed, and I know I'll be heading that away soon. Like I said earlier, living in this VW bus these past few years has definitely taught me many things, and I've had definitely many, many trials and tribulations. But what I've learned, what I've learned this whole time is it doesn't matter who or what there is for positive power or higher power, God, Buddha, whatever, Ganesh, whatever the higher power is. I don't know. But I do know this, man. By just staying positive, even through the janky shit, the janky stuff, thinking positive, everything came up kosher, man. Everything came up swell, well, and groovy. I don't know why, but it just did. And I have that all basically documented through those times, especially when Mr. Ranger Dog first got sick. And we were living at truck stops, And I look back at those times I was living at those truck stops. I would do it again. I would. If I had a generator, I would do it again. But I wouldn't want to leave where I'm staying at now because I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm keeping an eye on things here now. I don't know. But living at those truck stops, there was not one moment where I just thought, I'm so hated or hateful or whatever about anything. Not one time. Not one hateful thought about why I was there. I just knew that being in my bus, being around the things that made me happy, so happens to be a 1970 VW bus. It's just, I don't know. I guess you gotta do that thing to gain anything, you know? And I guess what I really gained was the simplicity of life. That's why I live as simple as I can. Super simple, man. Anything else is too much for me. I'm gonna head out for the evening. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. You guys will hang out next Thursday. We'll do some blunt jams next Thursday. Right here on the old West of Folly Chronicles. I don't know what time it's gonna be. Sometime between 8 and 9. I got done a little earlier than anticipated this evening, so I was happy dappy to go on about 8:15 this evening. I was like, yeah, I got me some food in the belly. I was ready to go. But we'll sip on coffee in the morning, right here from this old VW bus. My home. You know, this bus is going to be around for a long time. You know, and that's the groovy thing. That's why I document what I do in this little moment of this bus, because this bus will go on and carry on the tune, man. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. So just be kind to one another and love one another. Be grateful for every single moment and moments of the day, because that's all we're guaranteed, these little moments. And I enjoyed these 56-minute moments with you, each and every one of you. Peace and love, and always Volkswagen grease. Good night, Megan.